What does one do when one has no life skills? One gets a job at the Abbey. No, not the nuns' sanctuary. I'm speaking of the homosexual sanctuary, the Abbey, named by the WeHo townsfolk the Scabby Abbey, where the only habits were bad habits. At the time, it was owned by the delightful cokehead David Cooley, nicknamed by the Latino cooks David Culo, because on Halloween, David always wore assless chaps, regardless of the costume. Vampire, pirate, ghost, all would feature assless chaps. David was very specific with me. He said, Martin, don't use the register, okay? You're still in training, okay? Let the cute boys take the cash, okay? Okay, I assured him with a smile. However, when David returned from White Party, he confronted me. Martin, I am always here, okay? Even when I'm not here, I am here, okay? Am I being heard? Do you get it? I have spies! I know you gave away a goddamn Pellegrino. David, you told me not to use the register. I haven't rung up anyone. David's face did this weird thing, like he might have had a mini stroke. Oh my goddess, Martini, you are absolutely right. Never mind, that's a cute shirt you're wearing, okay? Working at the the Abbey, sent me into a deep depression, but I found solace in my favorite regular, Gary. Oh, Gary had just relocated here from New York. He looked like a Latino Tupac Shakur. Yes, he was dangerous. Well, as dangerous as you can be with a name like Gary. Actually, Gary was an aspiring screenwriter, aka a dork. One day he said to me, "Yo, Martin, can I crash at your pad tonight? I hate my roomie." "Sure," I said, "but just for one night." Next day, Gary moved in. Don't ask me how, he just made himself at home, strutting around my apartment in his birthday suit. It was no big deal, average. I'm lying, it was huge, like a can of hairspray that I wanted to super hold. Honey, that package was Ariana Grande minus the Ariana. 1 week later, I sat Gary down. "Gary, I am falling in love with you." "Yo, Martin, I get it. I'm a catch, but I'm only in LA for a few months. I can't get all attached, but we can fuck." This did not hurt me at all. On the outside, on the inside, I was Edvard Munch's The Scream. But after a while, I grasped Gary's wisdom. Why start a relationship when you're only here for such a short while? And just when I finally made peace with it, Gary came home with a guy. A guy that looked just like him. "Yo, Martin, meet Fabian, my boyfriend." This did not hurt me at all. On the outside. On the inside, my head was spinning like the demon child from The Exorcist. "Fabian sucks cocks in hell!" And so I called my BFF, Butterscotch. "Butterscotch, Gary's got a boyfriend." "He's got a boyfriend?" Butterscotch repeated. "Yes, he's got a boyfriend, and they have sex all the time. I can hear them." Ill. Ill was Butterscotch's favorite word. Babes, Gary is moving out in like a month. Who cares? Also, I think I'm your new roommate, right? Huh? I beamed, "Oh, yes, that's a marvelous idea." And so, Butterscotch and I made arrangements for him to move in. But then Gary dropped a bombshell. "Yo, Martin, good news. Looks like I'm gonna be staying longer, a lot longer. Lucky you, eh, papi?" No, Gary, you can't stay longer. Butterscotch is moving in at the end of the month. You gotta go. But Gary refused to leave, even after I turned off the power, the water, and the gas. "Yo, Martin, Have you heard of a little thing called squatters' rights? I get mail here, yo. My clothes are here, yo. Under California law, I legally live here, yo. You can't kick me out, bitch. Butterscotch gave me a nugget of advice, Martin. Pack up his shit, throw it in the dumpster, and change the locks. Okay, I said. When the cops knocked on my door, a tiny butch policewoman shined her flashlight into my cold, powerless apartment, catching sight of my weird art. Did you paint these? Guilty, I confessed through chattering teeth. I paint too, she said with a smile. And that's when I realized she was a good witch. Listen, kid. You can't throw away people's belongings. That's called grand larceny, and you don't want to land in jail. Not with that cute little tush. That night I returned to Gary's things, and Gary ended up staying several more months. This did not bother me at all. On the outside. On the inside, I was Farrah Fawcett in the burning bed, setting Gary ablaze while he slept. Looking back, I know I behaved badly. Love and insecurity got the best of me. But I eventually apologized and informed Gary that something like that had never happened to me. He muttered, "Really? Yo, this shit happens to me all the time."